STS, the program, for a reason, because I had to get rid of that old programming that nearly took my life away. It's real life shit. That's why I'm here today. And yeah, we're back with Lady Crown. And we don't stay down, we stay up. And we don't chat pop. But it's not real talk. It's another midweek catch up. And trust me, third day of the fasting. And we got three new subscribers, you know. 36, you know.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Thank you, 3 plus 6 equals 9, the number of completion.
Yeah.
And that's how many days we're going to be fasting as well. 9 days, in March. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And man, shout outs to everyone out there. Greetings to you all. And what you got to say to the people there?
Grand Rising. Grand Rising, people. It's a beautiful day. And as my bro used to say, ain't it great?
Ain't it great?
It is. It is a beautiful world. We've been birthed into it. And we all know about the pains of birth, don't we, ladies? Yes, man. We haven't got chilled up to come out to the other end. You know what I'm saying? It's the great reset. Now, obviously, I spoke a lot about, what's happening in the banking industry on Monday. And it hasn't got any better. Basically, what we've got is a little band-aid in terms of, bailing out. Janet Yellen, American Fed, said that Treasury said it's not a bailout. We're just going to give them a hand, loan them some money. It's a bailout, but it's a bailout for those who are already wealthy, so they can get their money. They don't give a rat's ass about the ordinary men and women out there, because the Silvergate was like a tech startup type branch. As they was SBV, tech companies, new innovations, going there to get loans to do whatever it is. All their payrolls have to go for there. I think SBV, Silicon Valley Bank, the one in London, that actually, obviously went into liquidation, has now been brought up by HSBC. But it's another bank that, all the banks are in trouble. HSBC has sold all their branches to in Canada, to the Royal Bank of Canada. So HSBC are buying SBV that's gone tits up for £1, and then yet they're selling their branches in Canada. So all these banks are all interlinked and very incestuous. So the situation hasn't resolved itself. What it is to calm the markets, so people don't panic and run to the banks. But as I sit here now, there are people all over the world going to the bank to try and get their money out, or at least some of their money out. So I recommend one to try and do the same. And like we said on Monday, spread it far and wide, because this thing is serious. It's not going to get any better. If anything, it's going to get worse, because whatever the Federal Reserve have printed up out of thin air to give to these banks that are struggling, all that's going to do is raise inflation. That's all it's going to do. So you're going to end up paying more for everything. So it's not going to come out of the taxpayers' coffers. And same with Rishi Sunak when it came to SBV every year. Oh, don't worry, it's not a bailout, and it's not coming out of taxpayers' money. Yo, we're going to pay for it, because you're going to pay for it in the shops in terms of the inflation and going through the roof and ending up like Weimar blinking Republic that I've spoken about on numerous occasions. So I'm not giving anybody financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor, but when you hear so many people saying the same thing, we were talking about Ralph, weren't we, this morning, because Infinite Waters, what I'm saying,
my mentor out there.
Yeah,
shout outs to him.
And Ralph was saying the same thing. The precious metals, cryptocurrencies, being sovereign, you know what I'm saying? Making sure you have what it is you need, buying seeds, growing your own food, becoming autonomous, so you're not reliant on any government assistance to help you through this difficult time. Because let me tell you something now, we haven't seen anything yet. We have not seen anything yet in terms of what's going to happen. And if people aren't prepared, then they're going to be in a world of pain. So it's our duty to get the information out there by any means necessary. Beat drum, use carrier pigeon. I don't care what method it is. Text, telephone, WhatsApp, Telegram, however you do it, going round to especially the elders, them that you know, that are family members or friends, going round to them and saying, you know, you might think I'm a little bit, but you know, this is what's happening. And if they say, oh, well, that's happening over in America, it's global. It's global. And the knock-on effect is the domino theory in terms of the banks them collapsing one by one by one, and regardless of what the FCA say or the FDIC say in terms of, oh, don't worry, we'll secure your bank deposits, they won't. When all of the banks collapse, they won't. And don't for 1 minute think, oh gosh, this has just come out of nowhere. No, this has been planned for how many years. I mean, they know what they've been doing, and they knew that sooner or later this fiat currency would come to an end. I think in America, 80% of the currency that they have was printed up in 2020. So in 2020, they grew because of the scamdemic, as you already know, because PPE and ventilators and this and that, and lining their own damn pocket, buying up real estate, get their little bunkers or whatever they were doing, because they knew that it was all coming to an end, and they needed a black swan event. And let's face it, whenever there's a black swan event, they never let a good crisis go to waste, and this is it. So the small banks will start to disappear, and then you're going to get your big mega banks, who will then take charge of the CBDC, the central bank digital currency. Trust me. And if and when that happens and you're caught up in it, like my mother said, dog, me am your supper. Come in my you.
Yes. Harnessing energy is a beautiful thing, you know? Being cool, calm, and collective. And you know what? Shout outs to Winhoff out there. The breath has showed me so much, because even when Lady Crown was just speaking then, and I'm deeply breathing in from the base of my spine all the way up to my chest and out of my mouth. You know, a lot of people need to learn how to breathe. The reason why a lot of people's central nervous system doesn't work at its optimal level through the day is because they're not breathing properly. If you look at the newborn babies, they're breathing right from the base of their spine. You know, belly, little bellies going up and down. You know, we need to go back in order to go forward. You know what I mean? Go back to that inner child, that type of mind frame. And you know what? This message has just come to me now. Your peace of mind is sacred. This is the reason why I don't indulge in hatred. I indulge in love, baby. Oh yeah, and it's a beautiful frequency to be at. And fasting has taught me so much. I understand why shouts to Dr. Sebi out there. He fasted so much, you know. That man there, he taught me so much about fasting, man. Because you're not only in a healthier state of mind, it really, trust me, it does something to your energy system. We can feel it already. We're only on our third day, and we've got a lighter energy, you know. If we was in a different environment, we will definitely fast more, you know. Because we wouldn't need to cleanse all these toxins.
No.
And we live a healthy lifestyle, you know what I mean? I'm still doing it, you know. I'm honestly, I'm in a state of gratitude every single day. The reason why is because I'm looking at life so much differently now, you know, always counting my blessings, you know, and not looking at any complaints, realizing that I've got problems and to work on them problems in order to fix them. You know, a lot of people
call them problems. There's challenges. Life throws us challenges.
Well, you can say it like that, yeah, as well, because you know what you just said there. This is why I love to say lies all about perception, because words can create a confusion. How you feel is more accurate. It's more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than how you speak.
Absolutely.
You get one. Get where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. This vibration of love is something that a lot of us need to tap into. You know, when we have conversations, we don't mention love a lot in this society. It's because the fear is running rampant, baby. It's all over the shop.
Yeah.
You know, we can discuss fear all day long because it's out there, all around us.
Yeah.
But the love frequency is always going to be on top, because, trust me, it how can I put this? It gives life. It gives life to life. Whereas fear, it takes away from life. You know, we come here to really tap into this love frequency and help each other, you know, but don't get twisted. The fear can be a great tool as well as an instinct instinct, flight and fight, as an instinct, like the animals use it for.
Oh yeah.
You get me? Whereas a lot of us, we use it against us. We need to use it for us. And yeah, man, and it's like a very good state of mind right now. It shows you that every single thought is having an effect on you, even if you're a silent observer. So this is why I know how important it is to work on our thought patterns, because trust me, it's shaping your reality. I'm going to mention another master teacher out there. Shout out to Dr. Bruce Lipton. That man really taught me about the subconscious and how it really works. And if we don't go back to our inner child, which both of us have done, baby, trust me, we're going to have a lot of issues, because a lot of your programming from 0 to 7 years old, that's when your subconscious flows at its peak, and now my mind's elite, because trust me, I really got sweet, baby. Trust me, ain't sour no more. And a lot of people in a sour frequency. Tap into this love frequency, man. It'll really change your life, not just for you, but everybody around you, because we're all interconnected. You know what I mean? And you don't want to reject yourself. Keep on loving yourself wholeheartedly. I just give you that message there. This is a vibration when you really tap into not only love, but when you really start to heal yourself, and tap into fasting. Fasting is so important for us, I wish more people could fast, because that journey there, it expands your consciousness and your awareness, and makes you realize how powerful you are when you just let go and allow new energy to come in.
Don't worry about that, Mayuka. When them try it long, them go.
You always have to come in one joking.
When they try it long, they're going to have to fast. Let me tell you something. When you say, look, just go and look at Venezuela. Yeah? And see all the people them after let me tell you something. You see, the deadly sins on this planet you can indulge in or not, yeah? And you can choose to, like we do, fast, because it's a gift from me to me. Beautiful. You get what I'm saying? And I'm giving my digestive system a rest, because it did I walk 24/7 apart from when you're sleeping, So it's giving back to self.
Yeah.
And when you can do that, you can do something for somebody else. You get what I'm saying? Not that right, Mayu?
Yeah, but how are you gonna stop?
So if you look at Venezuela, you'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah? You're going to end up fasting whether you like it or not. Then I've been thinking about going on a diet. And you're not going to diet. You're going to, because your tribe going long. Yeah? So if I was you, the fasting element is something that comes more spiritually. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not because I'm not finished, I'm going to go without food today. That's not fasting.
You're doing it through you.
That's starvation.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm saying. For others out there, it won't be called fasting, it will be called starvation. And when people get really, really hungry, they'll do really crazy things. You get what I'm saying? Whereas when you choose to fast, that's totally different. And a lot of people are going to be put in that position because they've not heeded the warning signs, or been totally embroiled in the matrix and thinking that this is the life, this is it. And even after all the revelations that's coming out in the Telegraph with Hancock, and that they're just hanging man out to dry, and it's like, well, you know what, it's a bit hot in here, let's shove Matt out there. But the one of them for hang, as my brother would say, them for hang for what they've done to the men and women of this world, because it's global what's happened with this scamdemic. So they're chucking Matt out there, but Boris, Chris Whitty, call out them name, and then all of your so-called celebrities, oh yes, we've had ours, come and get yours. Them for hang too.
I think all of them need an intracellular cleanse. You like that one?
Oh, they need an intracellular cleanse.
Yeah, they need
a colonic irrigation.
They need a purification. We live in a world where a lot of us are toxic. So obviously we're going to externalize that.
Evil.
It's simple as that.
This is evil beyond evil. Some of the revelations that Unu will hear sooner or later. I did get some information from Chief Federal Postal Court Judge Mark Kishon Christopher that is sent out to the students. I will implore Unu, those of you that are able to get onto his website, mkchristopher.com, and make a donation as one of the champions. You'll get a video called Who is God? I think it is. And this is what supports Janine and Matthew to do the work that they do as a task and force, shutting down these child trafficking rings and schools and the pedophilia, you name it. That's what they're working on. And through us making donations and buying that course, that money then is used for them, to pay them a salary. So I would encourage you to go on there and do that. Not only because of that, because you'll also get the constitution that was written by Mark and the students, and the judicial notice, which is key. Just look up what a judicial notice is. It's a statement of fact, and once you issue it, they have to adhere to it. Now, Mark spoke about the council tax. I told them about that already anyway. Nobody should be paying any of them things there. You get what I'm saying? Because a corporation cannot contract with a living flesh and blood man or woman. They make you into a corporation by giving you a postcode and a commercial address with an all caps postcode and all the rest of them thing there. Yeah? And then by virtue of capitalizing your name or just making you into legal fiction and contracting you that way. So he spoke about that, and he's banned all of it. All of it. But in order for you to challenge or make known who and what you are, you must be live life claimants. You must have the claim of life. You must have that, to have your standing and your status as a sovereign being, and then you can serve these notices on your local authorities. Because right about now they're trying to make sure that you don't have nothing and you stay there in a holy pain when that's not you. You're not a legal fiction. So he's banned all of that. Smart meters, they're going after the smart meters next. Smart meters. Secret militarized armament residential technology. That's what they are. Ain't nobody got no 5G phones out there, because you had 5G phones and we're dead when they switch that thing on. It's a military grade weapon system. Yeah. And if you look up the word smart, it's really, just look it up, trust me. Latin, Greek and Hebrew, right? You've got pain, grief, heartache in Latin. Greek, pain, ache. What's this? Have pain, to have pain, yeah? And Hebrew, pain, hurt, ache, sick, soreness and torture. That's what it means in those different languages. So when you got your smartphone and your smart watch and your smart meters and your smart TV, you better know what you're doing. You need to get those smart meters out of your homes. They are killing you, and you're paying them to kill you. Yeah? So get onto that website, mkchristopher.com. Get the judicial notice and the constitution, because when you make a contribution and become a champion, you'll get emails from the Federal Postal Court inviting you to come onto some Zoom meetings. And if you want to start literally doing something, you can no longer sit on your hands and say, oh, I'm all right. I won't get involved with that. And listen, you'll be judged. You'll be judged for your silence. Me chat, as you already know, that's why I've got 2 channels bumped off. But guess what? I had to say what was on my heart. I could not just go around thinking, you know what, I know these people are going to get annihilated, but that's them, not me. I couldn't do that. So I spoke out. We spoke out. And I will continue to do so. Yeah? Because that's what we're supposed to do. So I encourage you all to get onto that website and get those documents and start sending them out. The liability notice on saveusnow.org. You can see I'm a t-shirt on. I'll be dropping flyers into neighbouring letterboxes as soon as they come from saveusnow.org, which goes into the smart meters and 5G and what it's actually doing to the wildlife and also us, because we're amongst the birds and the bees. We're up at the allotment. The birds are tweeting like crazy up here. I can't imagine coming up here and not hearing them, because the air's been polluted, are then being killed by this weapon system that's been deployed all over the cityscapes. Yeah? So let's do something. Let's protect ourselves in terms of your finances. You've got to get them in order. Your food, your water, your seeds, all of the things that you need so you don't have to rely on the system. Yeah? And then start sending out these notices. Get involved, because your silence is your agreement, is your acquiescence. Because if they don't hear from you, they're all right then. Let's carry on doing what we're doing. Hold them accountable, because we've got a load of morons as councillors, MPs, you name it. They are absolute morons. They don't know nothing. They've been paid to keep silent, and they're supposed to be there serving you. Same with your so-called police. They're all constables. None of them are officers. Do not address them as an officer. That's a corporate name. They are constable, and as such, they're under their oath, and their oath is to serve and protect you. You know what I'm saying? So know your stuff. The information's out there. Don't procrastinate and, oh, I'm all right, I can't be. But yo, you regret it if you don't. Now you come back in.
Yogi, yogi, yogi.
I don't mean I say.
Trust me. Silence is an answer. You see this throat chakra here, so powerful. You know, it's the main way how we connect with each other. So we have to open it up in order to shift the energy on the planet. And the ones that have spoken up, they've helped tremendously.
Absolutely.
You know, because they've triggered other brains to think differently and act differently.
Yes.
So yeah, it's so key for us to really just speak our truth, man. Because if you don't, you're gonna have to deal with the consequences.
Yes.
You have to deal with the consequences.
Then it's going to be, oh, should have, would have, could have. Then it's too late.
So it's going to play up on your mind.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh God, yeah. You know what? I was listening to SDS and Lady Crown last year in 2021, and they said rare, and I didn't do nothing. Oh my! You don't want to be saying none of that.
This I get why they say hindsight is 2020. It is because it shows you everything that you could have done and you should have done. You don't want to be like that. You want to do it right now.
Absolutely.
You want to take action. This is why I love saying, take action so it can give you satisfaction. Because as long as you don't, your mind's going to be playing up on you. You know how it works, man. Because when you really tap into psychology, you're always speaking within. So it's so key for you to attack your shadow and use it for you. You see? So you can just be pleasant within your chemistry. It's a beautiful thing when you have this awareness. Because now you start to really become a co-creator of your life. It's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely it is. We've got serious problems and issues, yeah, and all by design, but nonetheless we can't change that. But what we can do is try and help as best we possibly can. We've got lots of food banks opening up. I don't know how they're going to help these people that need the food when, you know, the real food shortages do start to kick in and, you know, the financial system collapses. I don't know what 2.1 million emergency food parcels that were distributed in 2021, 2022 by the Trussell Trust is going to do. 2.1 million emergency food parcels in 2021, 2022. It's not going to get any better, is it? It's going to get worse. Will they be able to help these people? I don't know. I really don't know. You've got mortgage homeowners in the UK more at risk of falling behind on their payments. Well, understandably so. They're losing jobs. The cost of living is going through the roof. So, you know, it's, you know, do I pay my death pledge or do I, you know, buy food? And that's another thing, you know, those of us that are caught up with this bullshit mortgage death pledge. I did post a video on the Telegram channel. This lovely man who put up some information about the interest on the mortgage and how not to pay the interest. Go and have a look at it. It might be something that you think you can actually do, because the way he describes how you do it is absolutely brilliant. Banks won't like it, but guess what? Do you care about what the bank's like when they've been screwing you from your eye to your knee? Absolutely not. So do check that one out, because, you know, it's a death pledge at the end of the day, and you're still a tenant. And get, oh, I paid off my mortgage, owe me own ass. No, you don't. You're still a tenant. Just look in your mortgage deeds. It says that you're a tenant, even when you paid every penny of what you actually created in the first place by securitizing the mortgage loan agreement, because your signature, your cursive writing, securitized that document and made it into a promissory note for the 150,000, 200,000. I don't care however much it is. And that's another thing. I mean, I don't think there's going to be many people out there looking to buy houses or homes at the minute. If you know anybody, tell them do not buy anything now. Wait. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in a bubble. So houses are going to, I mean, there's going to be a lot of people in negative equity, and there's a lot of people that are going to have to hand their keys back because they don't know how to protect their home. Because remember, possession is 9/10 of the law for us. From you're in there, it belongs to you. So don't know bailiff come or no police come and tell you so you have to come out. You know what I'm saying? I'll let Yogi talk for a bit.
Yo, I'm in a different.
Oh, I know you are. Go on.
I'm in a different world, baby.
Yes, baby.
Um,
Let me just check my fire.
I send you all love out there, you know. Remember, there's a lot of illusions that are going to create confusion for your mind. The information that Lady Crown's giving out is absolutely fantastic. The reason why is because it helps you deal with self. If you're able to be in a state of financial freedom, you're able to deal with self much better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're able to have more ease within your life, and that's what it's really about. You know, tapping in and realizing that you can fix things. So, because what I've learned with consciousness is that when you really become conscious, you want to fix, not destroy.
Yes.
You know,
You
want to be in a state of being upheld
mm-hmm.
and fixing, and making sure that your life is much better for you. Well, not only you, your loved ones as well. Everything's interconnected, and trust me, that information that you're giving out is so important. It can trigger someone's mind to think differently. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I keep on saying it because everything's from thought, like David Miller said. You know,
Yeah.
Everything's from thought. Thought's not of this world. So remember, work on your inner dimensions. Because I work on my inner dimensions every single second. I'm controlling my reality. A lot of people need to tap into this because this is what me and Lady Crown do. We're making sure we take control of ourselves. Then we can live a good life and help other people. You know, it's a beautiful thing, baby.
It is.
Fantastic.
It is, and you know, we're like a STS will say to me, "Oh, how are you, Mum?" I say to him,
"Yeah,
I'm truly blessed and highly favoured."
Affirmations, man. You have to, the affirmations.
Because that's what we all are.
Yeah, we are.
We really are.
Yes,
I mean, you know, we can't all be in the situation that STS and I are in. You know what I'm saying? And I think that really and truly, from I've known myself, I've always been one where. By where I could help, I did. Even if people didn't really appreciate it at the time, I still felt compelled to do it. So that's who, you know, that's who and what we are about. You know, I don't need fame or glory. None of that doesn't mean anything to me. It's about helping my fellow men and women out there. Trust me, because we're the creators' creation. And you know, we should be living in abundance, and we would be if, you know, the central bank and fiat currencies hadn't taken control of the globe the way that it has. But that's all coming to an end. So let me tell you, the Titans and the Olympians, it's going down. It really is going down. So everything that you're seeing taking place, a lot of it is just it's a stage show, it's performances, the theatre of war, the theatre. It's all theatre. And when you look at the word theatre, you know that's a play, the Shakespearean play. It's just that we all happen to be in that play. But you've got to know your place. You've got to know who and what you are. You've got to have chosen between the red and the blue pill. And if you haven't done already, then it will be whatever it will be for you. You know, you'll wake up tomorrow morning and life will be just the same, or it'll be forever changed. It's entirely up to us out there. Yeah? It's entirely up to you guys. So, you know, peace and love. Samba can give enough, and the advice to do what it is we've been talking about for the last 2 years, more so now than ever before. Come together in our communities, your soul tribe, your families. You know what I mean? Those are one of that did a bickering about foolishness. Oh, she says, no, I said about 10 years ago. Shut up.
You know,
it done. Want to come together. Because together we are strong. In unity, there's strength. Men and women coming together. They don't hear about black, white. This, we're men and women. We're one people, one race. Come together, and trust me, it's all over for them demons out there.
You know, gossiping doesn't get you anywhere. All it does is create a distraction for you. What you want to do is have high-level conversations so you can build. I'll just leave it on that, you know. It's a beautiful day. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Absolutely wonderful.
Oh my God, man.
I've got lots of work to do, trust me.
Yeah, I'm going to be meditating a lot today. I'm doing my breathing, tapping to wind off the ice, man, you know. Beautiful, man. It's helped millions of people, you know, tap into...
Every morning, me and Wim. Trust me, coming like Mills band.
in the there with you, you know.
It's about 15 minutes, love. That's all it takes.
Deeply
letting go
of all that stress. You know? So you can be stressed less, real life. But yeah, that's all we got to say for this one, you know, Star. All right. It's a flip, no rehearsal, No script, no acting going on. And yeah, keep working on your mind, body, and soul in order to achieve your goals, because we're there, yo, with ya.
Spiritually.
You don't know. Bro and sis, stay blissing and stuff. And yeah, so we got to say for this one, STS and Lady Crown, over and out. Peace and blessings.
Peace, my people.